everyone, my name is Lydia. Welcome to Live with Lyd. Today I'm going to be doing a review of NOLA Skinsentials as well as doing my usual skincare routine. I started this routine almost about 2.5 weeks ago, and I've seen a lot of improvements in my skin. Right now I have makeup on, so you can't really tell, but you will at the end. I do have very acne prone. I have a lot of scars and pigmentation right now, and I'll kind of go into depth on the history of my skin and kind of my skin history journey routine in a later video, and you'll see that on another time. But today we are going to review the products that I have been using for the past couple weeks. This is not a sponsored video, but I'm using all products from the same brand, so yeah, these are kind of my thoughts. And so one thing that I have not heard of until literally this year, so I kind of never really took good care of my skin, but I finally decided, I'm like, okay, my skin definitely needs it, because especially since we were wearing masks, my skin has just gone berserk and crazy, and I've never really had clear skin for as long as I could remember. It's been maybe 10 years, but even as a kid I remember having skin issues, so I have never had really clear skin, and it wasn't until recently that I have figured out, I finally decided that, you know what, I just gotta stick to something and try it, because I found that skincare has just been so frustrating for me because I can't always find products. This is like a little side ramble, but yeah. So I heard of this thing called the double cleanse, and I thought it was genius. I'm like, why was this not like told to me years ago? I don't know, because it just makes so much sense that you should probably clean more than one time. You have something to melt off, and then another, like, it's like the wash, rinse, and then repeat, So the first thing is kind of like a balm. I forget what they're called, like a cleansing balm, makeup balm, just something that will essentially melt off the initial layer of gunk. So, and kind of takes off my makeup. So this is not your ordinary, and it's to purify your skin. What I found that this does, I'm gonna get the box. The instructions come on the box. You use it on dry skin. Yeah, it's a balm for 30 to 60 seconds, and it's supposed to help kind of purify and remove your makeup, cleanse your face essentially. So I find it kind of looks like this. It's almost like a mousse whenever you initially get into it, and I probably use way too much than I need to, but I've found this is my first like balm, or really the first time I'm using a double cleanse system. So I found that it works really well though. So you apply it to dry skin, and I just kind of rub it in and melt it all off. And it really just melts your face. But after I kind of get my face makeup off, I do go and I gently use it on my eyes. I do wear a lot of eye makeup. Yes. And it really just kind of melts it off nicely. Make sure you have clean hands. We'll do this. Should check off the earrings. It's a quote. We will do that. Yeah, so I have a full face of makeup. I had like mineral foundation on, so I say it melts off pretty easily, but it was full coverage makeup. Not any waterproof makeup, so it'll all come off quite easily. Going to rinse it off. Okay, so there's obviously still going to be some, I still have some makeup on that I just didn't rinse off. Eye makeup is going to be really hard to get off, but I'm not too worried because I'm going to do another cleanser. So, yes. Next step. As you can see, I already look very different. Now you kind of see a little bit more of what I was covering up. It looks probably a lot worse on camera, or maybe that is just how it looks in person. But really, this is mainly scarring that you're seeing here. It isn't actually lifted, which is better, right? So it is coming a long way. My skin used to not break out on the cheeks like this. It was really when we started wearing masks that it started going crazy. I still had breakouts, but it was never this like intense. And so I'm like, okay, I just need to stop covering and start cleaning and going deeper to the issue. And so something with this line that I have found is really, it has been taking care of my active acne and my cystic acne. And so now we're just, kind of working that. I'm just trying to consistently use it and see how it does with the hyperpigmentation and all the scarring and things of that nature. Anyways, so the next product I'm going to use is the Skin Smoothie Daily Cleanser. Whenever I initially was looking at the cleansers in their line, I have dry skin. It just needs, I feel like, a rejuvenation, and so I just felt like I wanted to really like cleanse off that crusty layer. And so what this one does is kind of exfoliates your skin. It's not like a physical, there's no little beads or anything in it. It is actually really smooth consistency. Whenever I first used this cleanser, my skin was just like thanking me so much. It was like, where has this been? I don't think my skin has ever been that clean in such a long time. But it says it's for acne prone skin, which I do have acne prone skin, obviously. There is one that I want to try at a later time, unless this one is just working well for me, that's made for dry skin, and it's like an aloe vera cleanser or something like that. It's supposed to be very moisturizing. They were sold out at the time, but I didn't mind anyways because I saw this one was supposed to give a nice good exfoliation, which is what I was looking for as well. So this is what the consistency kind of looks like. Kind of looks like snot, little boogers, but it's okay. But it goes on very smooth. It feels very creamy and velvety, and it's very refreshing. I believe this one is fragrance free. What I like about NOLA Skinsentials is a lot of their products are fragrance free. I did get a couple products that did have fragrance in them, just because I wanted to try their products and see how they work for my skin. I know that it is not the best thing in the world, but for those of you out there that are looking for fragrance free products, this might be a line that you are wanting to look into. And I believe a lot of their products are, just vegan and very natural based. And I didn't want to put like any funky chemicals on, which I guess is why I really wanted to find a more natural skincare. I've just become a lot more aware, I guess, of what I've been putting on my face since I've just never had clear skin, and I am on a journey to get that. So we will see, or at least get close to it. Okay, so after a little bit, I'm going to rinse it off. So I just rinsed off the cleanser and patted my face. As you can see, my skin is a little red. That is not the product. I just have very reactive skin. It looks a lot more red than the camera too. But I remember whenever I was younger and I would go over to my friend's house and we'd have sleepovers and do like facials and things like that and masks, my face would always turn out really red. It wouldn't necessarily have a reaction, but it's just very red all the time. So the next product that I'm going to use, if I can find it, is oh, actually, so I did want to mention, I do this once or twice a week. I try and do it like every 3 to 4 days, once or twice a week. It is their pumpkin enzyme mask. I am not going to do it today because I did it a couple days ago and I don't want my skin to get too sensitive to it. Does that make sense? Or just, I want to see how it works whenever I'm doing it just a couple times. But I'm going to do a separate review of it for whenever I do my whole like skincare journey and kind of backstory. I will do I'm going to be doing a separate review of this. So stay tuned for that as well. There's so much to look forward to. Okay, so usually, like I said, every other day or so. So like I said, every few days I will do that right after the cleanser and I'll rinse that off. But every other time I go straight into the toner. Their Witch's Brew toner. And it is for oily and acne prone skin. Now if you remember, I said that I actually have very dry skin. But the reason I wanted to go for this is because I felt like the ingredients matched up with what I wanted. So I haven't used a toner in several years. Like I said, I really haven't been taking good care of my skin the past couple years. I tried to, but I just was doing it a very relaxing way. I did find the Thayer's Witch Hazel toner. I tried that I think a few months ago, and I thought it was actually doing very good for my skin, but I think it was that product that it was like started giving me headaches. And then I looked in the ingredients, and there was like an ingredient that potentially could have caused headaches or just something like that. For me, it was just like, I'm not sure if it was actually that product or if it was just something else, but I decided not to use that product anymore, and so I was on a search for something similar, and I think this is something similar to that Thayer's Witch Hazel thing, but it doesn't have the ingredient that I didn't want in there. So I decided to give this a shot and see how it's going. Like I said, I probably use way too much of everything that I do, especially of sprays, because I have to feel like it hits every part of my skin. Yes. So the next thing that I do, going to move on because I'm taking too long talking, is the Hydra Face Cream. They have lots of moisturizers. I just found this one because it was for dry skin. There was a couple of other ones that I wanted to try because this one does have fragrance in it, but I wanted to give it a shot because it was the for dry skin one. So I wanted to see if I had any sort of sensitivity or reaction to it. I figured I'd give it a shot because I might as well, since I'm experimenting with all of these other products anyways. Yes, it is still all natural products though. I do feel like this one is okay. I don't think I'm in love with this moisturizer, but like it's thick and it goes on very smoothly. But I don't know if it just kind of, I almost like want it to just kind of melt in the face a little bit more and almost feel like it's soaking in, and I almost feel like it just kind of sits there a little bit, but like it's more like a layer on top, but we'll see. Like I said, so far so good, and I have seen a difference in my skin. I am going to do an updated photo. I've been taking pictures of kind of like when I began, and you probably won't be able to see a true difference in the pictures, but if anything, you might see it getting a little worse right now. But like I said, I've only been using it for about 2.5 weeks now, and so I'm going to do another updated skin update on the 30-day mark. It looks so bad in this video. We will see if I'm even going to post this. No, I'm kidding. I will. But if this is how I walk around, I swear. So the final product is called their Iconic Elixir. I got the Try Me size. You can even see that. It says use nightly after applying your moisturizer to lock in all of your products. So I'm really not sure exactly what this does, to be honest, but it is one of their top selling products. I need to go online and see what it's actually supposed to be for, but I think it's just like an extra serum to kind of help lock in everything. I will have to look at the ingredients and see what is in here, but I use just a couple drops, rub it in, and then I like to apply it to my cheeks, because what I heard is that it doesn't really help with the acne, but the aftermath of the acne. So from what I've heard, it helps kind of just even out your skin tone and helps with your scarring. So I mainly, again, focus on my cheeks because that is where I've had the most pore massacres, and then I'll take it up to my forehead. Try and take it down to my neck. And this is what I do at night, so it is nighttime right now. I only use all these products at night. In the morning, before I do my makeup, I only use the toner and the moisturizer, because those are the only 2 products that say to use it 2 times a day, and I have heard that it's not necessary for everybody, you know, everyone's different, to cleanse your skin 2 times a day, which I thought was interesting, but I figured I'd give it a shot. I'm trying something new with like everything of my skin, to see how things are going. Yeah, so, but that is my skincare routine. I will list all the products below. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment, suggestions, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.